Hello and good morning. It's 11 a.m., 11 for the 11th day into Divine Magic. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to take a few minutes just to give people a chance to join me. And we're going to go ahead and share a little bit about what Divine Magic is regarding mastering it, what it is about stepping into really understanding the gift of that truth, and also how it's seen and understood by the soul. So I'll start real quick what happened with me this morning. I got up and I went to walk the dog, and a bunch of the little black birds just showed up everywhere. And they were outside on my yard. I'll post a picture later of it pulled up. And there was so many of them on the floor, and they were doing their little song. And then this blue jay landed as well and connected with like the whole message of what was being brought forth. And it was so perfect because before I walked out, I was really celebrating the fact that today on the 11th day, it's a day that we're being invited to understand that we ourselves are that divine magic. That divine magic is not anything that is outside of us, that it's something that is who we are. And that the more we proactively intend to notice it, act upon it, and really be with it, the easier it becomes for us to be an expression of it. So as we begin, just go ahead and take in a deep breath. And even if you're joining me on replay, know that the intention of what's being shared is timeless. There's no time to what comes through and what's shared. But as I identified even in the beginning of the conversation, and thank you, Steve, for joining me, is that the divine magic is who you are. Divine magic is you. And depending on where you're at and what you're broadcasting, what you're sending out, where your energy is at, what you're beaming into the world, that's what the divine magic it's going to share, not only with others outside of you in this world, but also what is being called back to you. As I was meditating about today, they showed me this exchange, right? This exchange that's taking place with us and with others around us. And thank you, Marla, for joining us. And anytime that our thoughts go out, there's this intention, this broadcasting that takes place. And then in our hearts, we magnetize, we become magnets to what it is that we're welcoming into our life, into our day, and into our journey. And depending on where we're at, depending on where our thoughts are at, depending on, hello, Amanda, thank you for joining, depending on what our mind is putting out there, that's what we're going to notice. And depending on where our emotions are at, depending if our hearts are open and available to receive, it's what we're going to magnetize onto ourselves. So it becomes this deliberate exchange. And the more we step into elevating those things, the more we step into proactively bringing them into where we want them to be, the easier it is for that divine magic that is us to call forth from the heart, right, from that heart space, to call forth onto us, into our journey, into our life, those things that we're saying yes to. And when our mind is elevated, right, at that place and in that state, what we're putting out there allows us to create those things that we've set very intentionally, right, and deliberately into bringing into our lives. Thank you. And they're talking as I'm saying that. Divine magic, again, is you and the energy, that light that you exude. But our reality in so many ways responds to who you're being, B-E-I-N-G, to who you're being, which it's a union between the mind and the heart. So as you continue your mastery into divine magic, be very conscientious what's being broadcasted through your thoughts. What expectations are you putting out there? What intentions are being set? And I'm talking about anything and everything. What does that mean? When you're putting out there your thoughts that I got to get this and this and this and this done, but you think that A, B, C, and D needs to happen, guess what? Divine magic is going to show that to you. The world outside of you is going to mirror that back to you. But if you set the intention that this is my outcome, this is what I'm inviting, this is what I want to complete, this is what I want to accomplish, this is what I want to contribute to the world, to myself, to my loved ones, when you set it from that place and then invite the grace and ease for all to align with harmony from that thought, right? But then you feel it right here. And I'm not talking about fake feeling it. I want you to allow yourself to step into a place of either peace and clarity through meditation, or get your body moving and dancing and just enjoying the hype. They're saying the hype, and then letting that joy, join your thoughts, join your intentions, so that something that can take someone years, it could take you weeks, it could take you a day. It becomes a very, it becomes a very powerful exchange that allows things to be bypassed. That in so many ways can be bypassed if we just allow ourselves to welcome it, say yes to it, and allow those two to unite. Become that union of intention, become that union, that dance. And hello, Mariana. Hello, Shannon. I'm not sure who else is here that I can see, but if I haven't said hello, I'll go back and say hello. But thank you for joining me. So as you move through today, the word that they were saying is that let them step into being that one. Being that number one. Now, I'm not talking about singularity or going out there like, woo, I'm number one, even though that's good too, the number one thing, not necessarily the singularity, because we have to collaborate in this life. We have to contribute in this world and in this experience, but more that you see yourself being, embodying, being, like I said, BEING, that number one, that number of creation. That you are that focal point in which divine magic speaks through. That your thoughts and heart, when united and elevated as one, divine magic becomes this magnificent experience that doesn't become a maybe. It becomes a truth. It becomes a certainty. It becomes a definite. So as you go through your day, see yourself as this creative point of access, and let yourself play with your thoughts. Let yourself play from your heart, and let that heart space remain open as you move forward through your day, allowing divine magic to be you, as you, and expressed as you. And they're moving and in my throat as I say that. So for those of you who are facing challenges, who are having fears, or are having things that are coming up that are keeping you from seeing the divine magic, or in any way being that divine magic, I want you to do a quick activity before you continue in your day. Thank you. What they're showing me, take out a piece of paper. You're going to write all your BS, all your BS stories, your bullshit stories, for those who don't know what BS means. All your bullshit stories, your doubts, your fears, all those things that you perceive are in your way, are blocking you, are keeping you from moving forward, are not letting you expand, are not letting you enjoy the gift of divine magic. Whatever it is, write it down. And you are going to take, 3 deep breaths, right? And you're going to, they're showing me you guys blowing. So with every exhale, just exhale all that BS out of you. All of that BS out of your mind, out of your heart, out of your body. Thank you. And then they're saying move. So let yourself shake it off like we've done in some of my events. You shake it off. You could even play that song, right? The Shake It Off. I forgot who sings it, but the Shake It Off song, and just get it off, get it off, get it off. And then from there, you are going to say, from this moment on, I welcome. And when you say I welcome, you are going to take that deep breath and you are going to claim what is going to be part of your day. So from this moment on, I welcome ease. From this moment on, I welcome the divine magic to lead me into this, that, or all of this and that. But let yourself play with it. I will be coming back tonight at 8 p.m. So I'm inviting you to come back, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the mastery of divine magic. And I want us to also take the time for you to share what came up in your day that helped you to understand what the ascended lights and angels are talking about today, that you are that divine magic. It's nothing outside of you. What's outside of you is just mirroring back to you what's being broadcasted, what is being put out there. That which is outside of you is helping mirror back what needs to be awakened and inspired for you to continue what you are, continue what you're being, continue what can expand in your life, but also possibly what needs to be let go, what needs to be released, what needs to be set aside so that you can become all that really represents your true self. So thank you. I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. And I'm excited too. We're starting a mastermind here, Intuitive Mastermind, at the end of the month. And I am offering a gift to those who join me tonight live. So hopefully you can join, and it's going to be worth it. And also I'm going to be talking about the master classes that will be starting here soon as well. All right. Mwah. Have an amazing day. Thank you for those that joined live and those that are joining on replay. Have an epic day, and do share your magic with me. Mwah. Take care. Bye.